Once more. With reading. Got video rolling. All right, and hello, everybody. Hello. My name is RENE Marino. You can call me Rene if you're a friend. Hey, if you're a friend. That reminds me of Robin Williams' his stand-up. Man, his stand-up was filthy. I don't know if a lot of people know this because most of them know him. First of all, R.I.P. dude. What a loss to society. Robin Williams. I don't know why I'm starting off with Robin Williams, but oh man, just such a funny dude. And then the crazy part is that his stand-up. Sorry, my brain shut off. His stand-up is crazy filthy, but yet so funny and like on the nose about like topical real stuff like drugs and alcohol and just mental states and people and like what people are motivated by and like different things. It's so interesting and hilarious. And it doesn't stop. It's like punch after punch after punch after punch after punchline. And oh my gosh, if you haven't listened to his old stuff, go listen to it. It's all on Spotify. If it's on Spotify, that's all that matters to me because I am a real person and I have Spotify. And anybody who doesn't have Spotify is like not a real person to me. They're just like, I don't know. It's like people who have the green bubble text. Okay. If you have a green bubble text, I'm not saying that you're a bad person, but I don't want to talk about that anymore. No, it's not a big deal if you have the green bubble text. I don't know. People forgot about that though. But I don't need to see the 3 dots when you're texting me back. I mean, that's the thing, like with the 3 dots when you're texting me back, I like seeing that. But other than that, I mean, what's the big deal if you're green or you're blue? We're all here just trying to make it, man. Personally, I'm a blue guy. I'm blue abadi abadai, but that's all I got to say. I'm blue abadi abadai. That's all that I don't know. That's all you need to know about me and my preferences and my lifestyle choices. As far as, I got this iPhone. It's the iPhone 47,000 Pro. It's got one camera and it works great. And it's now for those of you who can't see it, you're just listening to it. I have my grandma's old pink iPhone that I think is a 4. I don't even know. It probably might predate that because it's so old it doesn't even have a number on the back. It was like, oh, we don't need a number. This is only 3 of them or 2 of them. I know it's not a 1 because I had the 1. And that was like a little shell. It was like a little seashell. You put up to your ear. You put it up to your ear and you hear somebody on the other line. And you go, hello. Anyways, this podcast. Last time I did a, I don't know if I'm going to release it or not. We'll see. But I did a test of this and it was like hype city and it was really fun and I only did 30 minutes. I plan on trying to do an hour, speak of the devil and he shall appear. I should check the time there just so I know how long I got here because I ain't got no producers. I ain't got no stinking producers. It's just me. Because you want to know why? Because I have all this equipment in my room and I was like, you know what? I should do something with it. I have all this equipment and I was like, you know what? I should make something. And so I am. So this is me making something. And this is you listening to it, hopefully. And yeah, anyways. So, on the last podcast, I said anyways so many times. So many times that I didn't even know. Oh my gosh. I said, it was ridiculous. It was genuinely ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I said it so many times. I only really realized it about halfway through. And then I started laughing at myself. And now I'm telling you about what happened on the last podcast instead of actually talking about this podcast, which, I probably will just release it because it was funny as hell, honestly. Because I'm funny as hell. I don't know what to tell you. So, I don't know what to tell you. I was looking at, oh man. I was looking at my, man, I know that I started something at the beginning of this and I lost the thread. And now I know that later when I listen to this back, I know I'm going to be so annoyed because I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to be like, oh, you started something and never finished it. And so I hope at some point during this, I remember it because my brain is at that point in the evening. It's the evening. We got a candle on behind me. I don't know if you can hear that crackling on the microphone. Let me be quiet so you can hear the crackle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Listen to that fireside chat, honey. Oh yeah. Anyways. I went through a bunch of my stuff here. This is it was the phone. Anyways, I'm recording this video for those of you listening. I'm recording this video on my phone. I don't even know if I'm going to post it with video yet or not because I'm figuring this out on the fly, like a fly on the wall. Bzzz. That's me being a fly and flying by the seat of my pants. And figuring it out. I have no idea what that flying by the seat of your pants, like that doesn't even feel like a real statement. It feels not real. Like it doesn't, like when you actually say it, what does that even mean to fly by the seat of your pants? Does it mean you farted? And you farted so hard that you kind of got a little bit distance off your chair? You fart a lot? Did you fart so much that you got distance off your chair? Or is it just, I don't know. What does that even mean to fly by the seat of your pants? That means your butt. I don't know. Anyways, that is hella dumb. Wow, we're off to a good one already. Yeah, I wrote some notes down on this iPhone 4 SE here. Repping Mima's old phone. Thanks Mima. Thanks Grandma. Mima is my grandma. She's the best. Well, she gave me her old phone and she's like, "Hey, destroy it." And then now I have it because she was getting a new phone, and now I have her old phone. So be careful who you hand your electronics to, because maybe I'll just go through the whole thing. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll go through the whole thing and I'll take what I want and then I'll use it as a podcast for my production. So you never know. The thing that's funny is that like the reason that I actually have the phone is because she actually didn't even give it to me. She gave it to my dad because that's her son. And she's like, "Hey, here, take care of this for me," because that's his job, because he's her son. He's taking care of her. Take care of your elders. Take care of your elders because they need help. I don't know. I guess they need help. Some of them are pretty independent, but a lot of them need help, and respect them and take care of them because they helped make you. You son of a. Anyway, so she handed it. She just gave it to my dad. But then my dad has this. I don't know if anybody else has this, but my dad has this notion that I'm like some kind of tech like wizard god level type thing, and I'm really not. Like I'm not that. I mean, I think it's just because people see me do like recording stuff, and so they assume that like I know about computers because all this stuff that you see is going into a computer. So that doesn't mean I know anything other than how to hit record. That doesn't mean anything. So everybody assumes that I know what the flip I'm talking about with computers. And so somehow I am always that guy. And it's not just because I'm the youngest. It's because somehow they got into their head that I am the tech guy. And I'm going to fix all their tech stuff. And I'm wildly incapable of doing such things. Wildly incapable. Most of the time, I was actually talking to my brother about this, and most of the time what happens is what it is that I do well under pressure, and I have patience. I have more patience than most people in my family. That's about it. For specific, I don't know. I have more patience, really. That's it. Because I just Google it. They hand me something like, hey, can you wipe the whatever and do the whatever and, you know, reverse the whatever. I'm like, I think it sounds like it could be done. And they're like, oh, do it. And I'm like, okay. So then what ends up happening is that I just end up taking it and I Google it like a regular person. Because that's what I am. A regular person. And then I Google it, and then I Google it for hours and hours. And then what ends up most of the time happening is that I take whatever that object is, the tech object, and I get very, very mad at it. I get very frustrated at it. And I spend hours Googling whatever the hell it is I need to Google for it. And then finally, I come up with the right answer of what I'm supposed to do for it. And then I do it. And then what happens is I do the thing that I'm supposed to do that I saw on WikiHow or whatever the hell website I pulled up. And what ended up happening is I do exactly the steps from 1 to 47, because for whatever reason it's 47 steps, and I did 47 steps in that order. And what ends up happening is I break it. The thing that they wanted me to fix, I break it even worse than it was originally broken. That's most of the time when they give it to me. They don't know this, because what I do is I go, yeah, I know how to do that, because I don't know how to say no to people. So I go, yep, yes, totally know how to do that. Yes, it's built in me. I don't know if it's in showbiz or just from being on stage a lot or from being around other people or from not being around other people. That doesn't even make sense. Or from being around, like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm just that kind of guy where it's just like, yo, I just say yes to things, but I say yes. And I say yes, and I don't know what I'm doing most of the time with most things in my life, but especially with technology. And then I get myself into deep hole, and I go, hang on one second, let me go behind the curtain. And I go behind the curtain, and then behind the curtain, I sit there and I freak out, and I Google what needs to be done. And then when I Google what needs to be done, I find on WikiHow a 47-step sheet, and I do 47 steps. And at the end of the 47 steps, what ends up happening is the thing is way more broken. Like, their thing was like, hey man, it's a little slow, and they probably had like a little bug, and I just had to get rid of the bug. And then for some reason now it's opening like crazy nasty sites, or won't even turn on anymore, or the operating system is gone, or like the screen's not even connected. Like, something crazy happens. For some reason, I opened the computer because it says it was kind of slow, so I opened up the computer. That's something that I would do, and now it's way broken. Whatever it is, and so I break it worse. But then I pant. The thing is, this is where the doing well under pressure comes in. Is that I do well under pressure. And so the thing is that it's very low stakes at first, because they're just like, hey, can you maybe fix this thing? I'm like, yeah, no worries. And then I go and I break it worse up to the 47th step. And then what ends up happening is I do well under pressure. So now there's a hell of a lot of pressure, because now this very expensive item, because tech is always expensive. And so this is why I don't like fixing tech things, because I don't know what I'm doing. And then they ask me to fix it, and I don't know what I'm doing. So then what I do is at the 47th step, when I break it further in the 9th hour, while I'm literally sweating alone in whatever room that I've locked myself in, and I've cursed everybody and everything I can think of, and WikiHow for giving me the wrong 47 steps, I somehow find another article on Wiki Tutorials. I don't know, I just made that up. On some other website. and then off my phone, because now whatever the item is that I broke, now that doesn't work. So now I have to do it off my phone. So I looking on my phone to figure out how to fix the item that I actually broke worse, because it doesn't turn on now. And then I figure it out on my phone. And then from there, because there's so much pressure and it has to be done, it's not an option now, it has to be done, I fix it. That's when I fix it. And that's why people think I'm good at tech. But what really happens is when you ask me to fix something, I break it worse. And then after I break it worse, then I have 47 panic attacks, one for every step of the wiki. And then after that, then I might fix it. Not always. Most of the time I figure it out. Most of the time. So people hand me a lot of tech stuff and they think I know what I'm doing, and I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing in most things in life. I don't know. I know they call that like imposter syndrome, and most people feel like that everyone feels like that, but I genuinely feel like that. Even in things that I'm supposed to know I'm supposed to know. Like I'm supposed to be the guy for whatever the thing is in a certain organization. I'm like, I'm just a little kid. I feel 7 years old in most things in my life. Most things in my life, I'm 7 years old. And then the rest, no, almost everything in my life. I'm a 7-year-old in a 26-year-old's body. I'm 7 years old. And it's scary out here in these streets, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. Does anyone know what this is just going to get existential real quick if I keep going down this line. But, most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. And most people think that I know what I'm doing. And it's because I always say that I do. Because honestly, Google. That's really it. I mean, like if Google didn't exist, I would look so dumb. Most of the time. Because what it is I'm really good at buying time. See, I'm not smart. Some people think that I'm good at shit. I'm not good at it. I'm not. But what it is that I'm good at buying time and I'm good at Googling. I'm super good at Googling. Okay, that's the one thing that out of most things, I'm 7 years old. I'm 7 years old in most things, but I'm like a wise 3,000-year-old monk on the top of a mountain when it comes to Googling. I'm so good at that, though. That's one thing that I will always say that I'm good at, because I really am. I can find the answer for like most things. I don't understand. Some people, the way they Google is the worst, because they literally type in like punctuation and like all these little details that are superfluous to the answer that they actually need, and they don't get how that thing works at all when they type it in. They're trying to find the answer to like how many spots does a giraffe have, and they're like, if a giraffe were to tell you through a dissertation of science and an inquiry how many speckles it had upon its whatever torso and beyond, how many speckles would it contain? And I'm like, no, don't do that. If you type that many things into Google, you're never going to find it. You're never going to find it. For real. So I don't know. I'm really good at Googling, and I'm good at getting people to give me enough time to Google it. So then people think that I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I almost never know for sure. Like if I say something, if somebody goes, hey, man, this is the best pizza I've ever had. I hate that I do this, but I would be like, oh yeah, there's another spot nearby and it's pretty good. It's probably better. I don't even know if that's true. See, but I'm not a compulsive liar though. I don't know. That's a bad example. I don't know. There's just some things that I say sometimes, and then I don't really. It sucks because I don't mean to do it, And if I knew I was doing it in the moment, I wouldn't do it. But then later I go like, I said that with such certainty, and I'm not very certain about things. I'm not certain about a lot of things. But I said it so certainly that it was bought hook, line, and sinker. But I don't know if it's true. And now that person's walking around with something that may or may not be true, and I just move on. But I don't know. So anyways, so that's crazy. The thing is, I feel like I just made myself sound like a liar, but I'm not a liar. The thing is it just, I feel like I'm 7 years old. In most situations, I have the adequacy of a 7-year-old, unless you give me enough time to Google it, and then I'm basically like a wise 3,000-year-old man on a mountain. It could be a woman. I don't know why it has to be a man. It could be a woman on a mountain. If you're 3,000 years old, you've seen a lot of stuff, dude. I don't know. Anyways, a wise 3,000-year-old person on a mountain. If you give me a chance to Google it, which I don't know. I want to say that anybody who can Google it could feel that way, but also no, because I've seen the way some of y'all Google, and it's not a thing. It's not a thing. The way you Google is not the business. And you can't find the answer, and you give up because you get bored. And I don't get bored, dude. I figure it out. I find out whatever it is. I will find it. I'm like a little sleuth online. I'll figure it out. I'll Google that till it's done. Till it's put to rest. Till some sort of wiki tells me what the answer is. I'm just saying. So another thing that I wanted to talk about was, and this is gonna be dangerous. It's gonna be a danger zone, because some people might not agree with me, and I might get myself into trouble because some people might actually be like, wow, what a prick. But I don't care. This is a place for me to just talk into a microphone and look into a lens and pretend like I am not as awkward as I actually am. And anyways, so my girlfriend is sitting here and she's planning a high school reunion, and she's really excited about it, and I'm excited for her about it because she's excited about it, and I'm excited about the things she's excited about. And now that I said that, because I'm sure she might eventually listen to this, no, I'm just kidding. No, but for real though, like I am excited about it because she's excited about it. You know what I mean? Like when you're just like, okay, I'm happy for you because you have this thing that you like and I could care less. Like it's like when she watches The Bachelor. Like I am happy that she likes it, but when she puts it on, does it make me feel like I have so much anxiety in my body that I would rather like just get naked and run through the streets? Yes. Yeah, that's how I feel. That is definitely how I feel when The Bachelor's on. When The Bachelor's on, I feel like, oh my gosh. When I was going to talk about something else, but we're going to talk about this. When The Bachelor, oh man. The Bachelor, dude. The Bachelor, it makes me so anxious because it's not real life, but so many people think it's real life, and it's not real life. And people say, oh, it's just drama, and I'm not really watching it because I think of whatever. But then they sit there and they say outwardly like, so-and-so is such a B. I freaking hate him. Oh my God, what an ass. I can't believe he would do that. Da 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 da. But he's not, that's not real, dude. It's not real. It's not real life. Also just terrible. And also let's say they're 100% real. Like this is real life, that they're real people and they really do all the things that they do. None of it's scripted and any of that business and whatever. Then honestly, that's almost worse because these people are freaking terrible people. They're just so like, oh my gosh. It just like ingrains in you all the things that are wrong with like dating. But then everyone goes like, oh my God, they found love. And it's like, I don't know. I guess some of them got married at the end of it, but like it's all just so flippin' superficial. It's like they basically go on these dates that are absolutely impossible to achieve unless you have like so much money, to do these things, and you'll probably never ever do them again in your life. And there is such a thing as like, oh, I did this, and so now like nothing will ever get there again. You'll always be trying to get back to the moment in which, oh my gosh, remember that time when we did this? You'll never get past that. It'll just be this. And you'll be looking up at it and you'll be like, oh my gosh, remember the time that we took hover packs and we flew above the Sistine Chapel and we touched Michelangelo's painting because the producers paid for it? Remember that? Do you remember that? I remember that. Do you remember that? Yeah. Wow. That was so amazing. Yeah, of course it was amazing. Because you have so much extra money from producers and stuff to do that. Do you think this dude with his half modeling career that like isn't even really a thing? It's only a modeling career because he's on The Bachelor. That's the only thing that he has that is claim to fame for him. Do you think that dude is ever going to be able to get you another set of jetpacks? Ever. Let alone go to the Sistine Chapel. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But people love it. The people love it because they love the fantasy. They love the fantasy of the fact that like, oh, out of 30 people, I could find somebody. And like, dude, it might not be 30 people, man. You got to meet a lot of people in your life before you figure out who it is. Also, that's a wacky ass concept. Like, okay, so the producers find 30 people who happen to be signing up for The Bachelor. And since you signed up for The Bachelor, for sure you're going to find the person on there. It's like 30 people out of like however many people you know in the world. Like, who's to say those 30 people, one of those people is going to be it, dude? Maybe it's not. Probably not. Like, it's statistically unlikely that one of those people will be your people. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Like, why do you think that though? But like, why do you think that though? You know? So then, anyway, so you have these 30 people that some other random people picked for you that barely know you. I mean, sure, maybe you filled out some forms on The Bachelor and like they're like, oh, okay, we know you now because we know you like redheads or whatever the hell. And like, so they find you like 30 redheads, and well, that might be different because there's so few redheads in the world. But you know, whatever, redheads, your numbers are dwindling, and you know, I'm just bringing awareness to the redhead population thing. So anyway, all I'm saying, man, is that out of 30 people, dude, what are the odds? What are the odds, man? I mean, I guess you're going to like the producers found some people that you might have something in common with, but then you dilute yourself into being like, she's got to be on here. She's got to be on here. The one has got to be on here. I got to find her. Because she's on here. And if I don't find her on the show, then you know what? I might just be alone forever. And I'm really freaking desperate. What it is it's 30 desperate people in a room together. And so they find somebody to cling on to because they're like, well, this is it. This is what we've got. These are my options. So if I don't figure it out here, I signed up for The Bachelor and people know that. If I don't find her here, everyone at home knows. Everyone saw. That's what it is. I just figured out the secret to The Bachelor. I just figured it out. The secret to The Bachelor is that it's 30 people who are hella desperate. And then the person who's on it goes, like, if you lose and you're one of the 30, you're like, you might be able to be accepted back into your hometown because it's like you're semi-famous. So that gives you some sort of clout. And then at that point, you're semi-famous, and then like also, I don't know, you're 1 in 30. You lost, but you're 1 in 30 that didn't get picked. Whatever. Nobody cares. Right? Nobody cares. That's the odds are, you know, that's fine. But if you're the dude and you don't find somebody, or I guess they have the Bachelorette. I mean, but if you're like the person and you don't find if you don't pick somebody and make that ish work, you can't go back. You can't go back. That's why they have those crazy Bachelor meetups, like all that stuff where they always talk about on that show. Unfortunately, I know so much about this show because over the years, everyone in my family used to watch it, and then my girlfriend watches it, and so like I know so much about these shows. But like, because they have spinoffs, they have all of the beach one where they go to the beach and they all basically bone each other on the beach, and that's supposed to find you love. I don't know. It's just so many different things. But then the thing is that the reason that they have to find somebody in the Bachelor universe to marry them now is because you got 30 people in a room together who are hella desperate to find somebody, and you could have picked anybody, and if you don't make that ish work, you're done in real life. You're done. You're done. No more real life for you. No more real life for you. You have to be a Bachelor person for the rest of your life. Once you sign up for the Bachelor, you have to be a Bachelor person for the rest of your life. Forever. Because everybody else is looking at you like you are a crazy person. Because you kind of are. Because you thought that some board of people could pick 30 people for you, and one of them would definitely be the one. And I think the part that bugs me the most about it, and this is the corniest part about this whole thing, is I think the part that bugs me the most about The Bachelor, is that I'm genuinely a romantic. Yeah. I know that seems counterintuitive. You'd think I'd like watching shows like The Bachelor if I liked love and I like people finding their person. I believe that. I believe that there's a person for people. You know what I mean? Some people are just meant to never find anybody, and that's fine. Whatever. Some people like to be alone and they'll be alone forever, and that's fine with them. And they dig that, and that's their thing. Whatever. Cool. Some people are meant to do that. But I also feel like most people have a person, and they're gonna find that person one day, and that's gonna be their person forever. But so you think I would like The Bachelor, but I don't. I don't just not like it. I actively dislike it. Like if I am even hearing it when somebody else is watching it, like on their phone, and I'm in the room, I leave the room. I get out of the room. Because I can't be in it. It stresses me out. It stresses me out because it's a bunch of lies and it's a bunch of like hooey. And then people say that it doesn't affect them, but it does. It does. It makes you think that it's that easy to do life and to do love and to meet people, and it's super not for most people. For most people, it's really hard. And it's even hard for those people. They're just so desperate that they have 30 people to choose from, and so they'll probably figure it out because they have to, because they're in The Bachelor now. Anyways, that was way too long about The Bachelor, but that's real life, and you needed to know. It's a PSA. It's a PSA. People don't think it affects their psyche, but it does. That stuff, reality TV affects your psyche, man. It sinks in there, dude. It sinks into the back of your mind. Like, you don't think it does, but you watch enough of it, and you're like, this could be real. Like any of that Kardashian stuff or like whatever. You're like, no, I just watch it because it's like my soaps. I watch it because it's like a soap. Yeah, but there's not like with a soap. Even that, you got to watch what you're consuming, man. This just became like a InfoWars type podcast where I'm like, you got to watch what you're consuming, man. You got to watch what you're consuming, man. Putting in your brain cavity. You don't know, man, what's going on, okay? I don't know. That was a really lame Alex Jones impression. I just didn't really want to scream because that's way too much. It's just too much energy right now. I'm real mellow right now, dude. I'm real mellow. I'm usually really hype, but this is a mellow one. Just keep it mellow for the first one, you know what I mean? Keep it mellow. Keep it mellow for the first pod. Really, honestly, there's one before this, and I think I'm going to release it because it was pretty fun. I'll call that one 0. I'll call this one 1 because this is supposed to be 1. But I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, Bachelor is BS, dude. It's BS on every single level. On every single level. Yeah, and I don't know. But if you want to start your modeling career, that's a good way to do it. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I don't like The Bachelor. I was originally talking about somehow, I don't know how I got on that, but we were talking about we were talking about the high school reunion thing, dude. We're talking about how my lady was she's planning her high school reunion, and dude, I don't do that. I don't do that. Like, I'm pretty sure one of them happened. I think I got notified about it on Facebook or some Facebook that I don't even use Facebook anymore. But anyway, yeah, I don't do that, dude. I don't know. Like, why do you want to go do that? Like, if you want to talk to somebody in this day and age, like I was just talking to my dad about this. It's like, why do you, if you want to talk to someone now, like today's, one of these days, hey, you want to talk to somebody? You want to talk to me? You want to talk to me about something? No, but if you want to talk to somebody, man, you just talk to them. I just tweeted at some hella famous person today. Technically, that got to them. Technically, I quote unquote talked to them. I mean, I didn't. I probably talked to whoever like reads their DMs for them or whatever. But like, I talked to them. Technically, you could talk to whoever you want. You could tweet the president of the United States if you wanted to today. Hopefully, he'd be busy. I'm sure a lot of people do, but I'm just saying, like, you could talk to anybody you want to. And I'm not just saying Twitter. I just started getting on Twitter again. I don't know, man. It's weird. Twitter's weird. I don't really get it, but no. So I got on, but you could talk, if I want to find somebody to talk to, I just find them on Facebook. Or I find them on flipping Instagram, dude. Everybody's got something. Pick your poison. Find their poison, pick their poison, talk to them on it. Whatever it is, you want to message them on Messenger? You want to find them on Instagram? Everybody's got a presence, dude. Even if it's Reddit. Dude. Even if you're not on anything else, but you're on Reddit, okay, find you on Reddit. Message you on Reddit. Find you somewhere, dude. I'll find you, dude. Don't think that I can't. That's the thing. Is I'm too good at Googling to want to go to high school. That's the thing, dude. I'm too good at Googling to want to go to high school reunions. That's what it is. Because I don't want to go to a high school reunion. Like ever, dude. If I want to talk to you, I'll just talk to you. I'm talking to you right now. You probably listening to this right now. Sips tea, dude. Sips tea right there. I just sipped some tea. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy she's happy about it, dude. Like, I'm happy she's having a good time planning it. Honestly, she's hella good at planning parties. It'll probably be a good ass party. But the reason that I'm going to like it, though, I'm going to go, and then I'm going to talk about it later. I'm going to talk about how I liked it, and somebody's probably going to say, like, hey, man, you said you were not about high school reunions, and you went and you liked it, but I'm going to like it because it's not mine. It's not going to be my high school reunion. Because I don't care. It's not that I don't care. Like, I say that like I sound like I'm like, oh, some like POS in high school and like nobody liked me or something. Like, I sound like a dude in a trench coat that like nobody liked. But I had friends, man. I mean, like, I still have friends from high school, but I talk to them, dude. I still talk to them. If I want to, I talk to them. And if I don't talk to them. And if I want to message them, I message them, dude. I message them. I find a way, dude. I open up that little phone of mine, that thing that's in my pocket all the time, and I message them. That's what I do. Why do I gotta be in a room with you? I don't want to be in a room with a lot of people. Why would I want to be in a room with some dude that I'm like, I don't know. I'm such a homebody though, dude. I don't even want to go out. Like, that's not even, I don't know. I just like being at home, and I like to work, and I like to make stuff like this. I like to make podcasts. I like to record music. I like to make stuff, dude. And if you want to make stuff, I'm down. But like, other than that, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I like community. It's weird. I feel like I'm one of those. I always hated that when people be like, I'm an introverted extrovert. But like, that's real though. Because I feel like I am that. Because there's times where it's like, yo, like, I want to see people and go out and have a drink and whatever, just like anybody else, you know? But like, no. But like, most of the time, no. Most of the time, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Just do my thing, man. I have a good time, man. I have a good time. Like, I don't know. I was just thinking about this, like, literally the other day. I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I have a good ass time. I like playing board games. See, I like just sitting at home. I like playing board games with people. I like being competitive in that way. I don't really do sports, so that's how I get that out. I mean, I work out sometimes. You wouldn't know right now because I'm not on my grind right now. But I mean, I work out sometimes, so it's not like I'm not like a POS dude. But you know, I don't know. That's how I get my competition out, dude. I throw them die. And I see what happens. Let's see what happens when I throw them die. Move my little sorry guy around. Oh, I play real games, man. I play Catan. Anybody you out there play Catan, just know, man. Only at me if you're serious, okay? I play Catan. Play Catan for keeps. I play Catan for keeps, dude. Try to make that sound hard, and it's really not hard. It's not hard. It's definitely a board game. Definitely the nerdiest board game around. I don't know, man. Maybe I was a nerd. Maybe that's why I don't want to do the high school reunion thing, man. I don't know. Like, I don't think I was a nerd. If I was a nerd, I had a good ass time. It's not like they say in the 80s movies because I don't know, man. I had a good ass time. It was fun. High school was, I don't know, it had some highs and lows, but just like anything else, man. It was cool, though. I had a good time. I had friends. We had a good time. We did stuff. I don't know, dude. High school is weird, though. Like, high school is just this, like, bubble of, like, none of what you're doing there really matters, but it feels so important. You feel like you're in a Bruce Willis movie in high school, but it's really not. It's not Die Hard, dude. It's like PSA. PSA. This is a PSA about high school. No, dude, I don't know, man. I didn't really care either way about high school, man. I was like there. I did my thing. I got in, I got out, I had a good time, and it was fine. It wasn't like good or bad or whatever. It's pretty indifferent, man. I mean, I had fun. Like, I had fun in those years of my life, you know? Like, I went and did stuff outside of high school, but, like, did I like algebra a lot? No. Like, I didn't care. I was really just trying to get by when it came to classes and stuff, man. So, I don't know. I had a good time, though. I mean, I did theater and stuff. That was fun. I did theater with friends. That would maybe be cool to see those people. But again, dude, if I want to see those people, I'm just going to message them and be like, hey, man. Hey, 10 to 15 of you, would you like to hang out at Chili's or something? I don't know, dude. Like, I'd find a spot. I'm not saying Chili's is a spot, but it could be the spot, and it could be the spot where I hit up my people, and that's who I want to go see. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't feel the need to go see. The thing is, too, is like, it really depends on the high school you went to, because it, like, if you were one of those high schools where you got like 60 people in that high school, okay, yeah, maybe you know everybody though. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you actually know everybody, so that's kind of dope. It's a 60-person party you can go to that you would have a lot of fun at. I don't know. But, like, there's just no way. Like, my high school, we had, like, 1,000, like, I think it was over 1,000 kids that graduated. How the hell are you supposed to, like, I don't know, I don't know most of you. Like, if we all showed up again today, I don't know most of you. And I don't need to market to you. Like, that's the other thing, too, is, like, I never want to be this is part of it, too, is, like, I don't want to go because I don't want to accidentally be the dude who's like, hey, man, what's up? Yeah, what are you doing, man? Oh, yeah, you know, I'm just, whatever, I'm working at the factory. Oh, cool, that's cool, man. Hey, you know, just so you know, like, I'm starting this music thing. You should really look it up and da 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 da. And here's my card and blah blah blah. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that dude either, because that's super lame. Like, I'm not gonna look up your stuff, dude. So, I mean, I would look it up, but then that's why I don't want to go, because then it gives me a bunch of errands to do. I gotta go look up a bunch of people's stuff because I'm too nice. That's the problem. Is I'm too nice, and I would actually do it. I don't know. But she's planning it, dude. She's excited about it. I mean, I get it. Like, it could be fun. You know what, though? Another thing I want to, like, I don't do segues, dude. I'm just going to talk about whatever I want to talk about, because this is my podcast, and I got to do whatever I want on my podcast. Because I don't care, man. Because this thing, man, I'm just chilling, dude. I'm just chilling out with a mic in front of my face, and you can listen or you can not listen, but I'm just trying to create something, man. But, yeah, dude. I don't know. This thing, I'm sticking on my girlfriend. She told me the other day, she's like, oh, you know, she told me, it's just like, I don't even know. She woke up and she was like, hey, I forget what we were talking about. Like, I was like, oh yeah, because I was sick. So I was sick, and one nostril of mine wasn't working. Because when you get sick, sometimes that happens. You lean to one side, all the goop goes one way, and that's what it is. So like I leaned to one side, I woke up and I go, hey, man, like I can't breathe out of one side of my nostril, but it's fine though. And she goes, oh yeah, but like in seriousness, she goes, just straight face to me. And if this is a joke, dude, this is like a hella smart joke because I'm still talking about it. I'm still talking about this if it's actually a joke. But she told me, she's like, no, for real. Like only one of your nostrils works at a time. And I'm, what? And she goes, no. Like only one nostril, you only get to use one at a time. That's how that goes. So it makes sense that only one of your nostrils is working. I'm like, no, I got goop in my nose. I got basically Elmer's glue inside of my nostrils, and that's why it won't work. Not because one nostril at a time. She's like, no, for real, only one. And she was so deadpan, and she doesn't lie. She's like a notoriously bad liar. So I'm like, do you believe this, or is this like a hella good prank? Because that seems crazy. That seems like something that somebody made up. But sometimes that's how it is though, dude. Sometimes you find something out about science or your body or something and you're like, yo, that's wild. Like that shouldn't be real life, but it is. But it is. But it is real life. No, so she told me that. And then the other thing too, and this is why I still don't know. Because I am a wise 3,000-year-old person on the top of the mountain. And if I Googled that, I would find the real answer. But the way that she got me, dude, this actually might just be the perfect prank. Because she told me this and I kind of half believed it. But I was like, nah, she doesn't really lie. So I was like, I kind of half believe you. But also that sounds absolutely crazy. And so the only reason that I kind of believe it though is because she goes, yeah, for real, let me check. And she Googled it on her phone. And she goes, yeah, for real, it's right here. It says right here. And she read something that sounded like it was, so maybe it's just a hella good prank, dude. I don't know, man. She read it like, yes, only one nostril at a time breathes, and it alternates throughout different periods of the 24-hour whatever. And I was like, dude, what? So I don't know, man. All I'm saying is that you think you know some stuff, and then, I don't know, man. Google tells you otherwise. That's all I'm trying to say. Is that you think you know something and then you Google it and then the robots take over and then that's it. And then that's it. That's all you get. I don't know, man. We just went InfoWars again on this podcast. We just went crazy Alex Jones again. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Just saying. Yeah, you know what else is crazy? Gary Vaynerchuk, dude, I don't know what that dude does. The crazy thing is that, like, I guess. The crazy thing is that, let me just start with this because somebody's gonna whatever about this. But what I'm saying is, the crazy thing about that dude is that I like that dude. And I feel like that dude's got genuine hustle. And I feel like that dude is genuinely out there hustling and he's working for it and he's teaching other people really good lessons about life. You know what I mean? Like he's actually telling people like, hey man, just get off your butt and do it. And I really like that dude. I like him. I like what he's got to say. I like his message. I like what he's doing for people. I like all that stuff. Having said that, what does he do? What does he do, dude? Like, I actually follow him on every social media, and the reason that I followed him was because I wanted to know what he does. And that is actually the long con of Gary Vaynerchuk, is that, like, I don't know what this dude does, and I've been following him for probably a year. I've been following this guy. Don't know what he does for a living, but he's giving me inspirational ass business advice about just make it, just do it, just start it. And I'm like, dude, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And he got me to do stuff, dude. He's got me to do stuff. Like, he got me fired up. He's one of the reasons why I want to do this podcast. He's one of the reasons why I want to do a bunch of different stuff. He's not like the reason. Like, there's other reasons I want to do this podcast. And it wasn't like, oh, this is a Gary V freaking like podcast. But man, dude, I don't know, like, he motivates you, dude, and it's cool. But then I'm also like, what do you do? And it's crazy. It's so crazy because I've listened to like different interviews of him that are like pretty long. And all that I can surmise is that like in the 90s, he started a wine like club essentially online and hit some gold rush thing online like that. Like basically like started this business and it took off and whatever, I don't know. And so he made a bunch of money that way. And then now he invests in like Twitter and Snapchat. But how intensive is that, dude? Like he's out here telling people like business advice on like, yo, start your business from the ground up and blah, 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 blah. And I get that you did, I guess, like you did with the wine thing. And maybe I'm missing something. This is the thing, is I'm open that I'm missing something. But what does he do? I mean, he makes all these videos. He makes inspirational videos. But like, is your business now that you make videos? Is that what your business is? That you make me want to do other things? But you're not he's like a life coach that isn't a life coach. That's the other thing too, is he's a life coach with like, I don't know, does he have a book? He might even have a book. Maybe that's what it is. He writes books and he's a life coach. I don't know, dude. And he used to sell wine. And all I'm saying is that he's doing good things for good people, but tell me what he does, dude. Somebody tell me. Somebody at me. That's my new thing in this year. I'm just going to say at me. At me. I don't know, man. All I'm saying, dude, is like at me. At me what Gary Vaynerchuk does, dude. Because I know he has like Vayner Media or whatever. Like I know that's his thing. Because I looked up so much about his life because I was Googling it. And I'm a 3,000-year-old wizard on the top of a mountain when it comes to Google. And I still cannot tell you what Gary Vaynerchuk does. I can't tell you. Ooh, door slam outside. I don't know what's going on with that. We got sick kids. We got sick kids in the house, dude. It's always rough when the kids are sick. If you hear any of that on the mic, it's not like somebody's getting like, it probably sounds gnarly outside, but if you hear it on the mic, it's not because nothing's happening, dude. They're just sick. We got a little guy. He's got a pretty bad fever, but so he's just not feeling good. It sucks when you don't feel good, dude. It sucks. I'm just going to skip right over the Gary Vee thing, dude, because I don't know. I don't do transitions, and I don't know what that dude does. All I'm saying is, really, I'm just putting it out in the universe that I want to know what he does other than walk around and motivate other people. And genuinely, if that's all he does, if that's all Gary Vee does is he goes around and motivates other people, dude, good for that dude. He's getting people to do stuff, dude, and that's pretty sick. I'm just saying, personally, I don't know. Like, I guess that's a business. He's hustling a business. He is hustling a business. I don't know. It's just funny that he, like, tells people how to run a business, but I don't, like me, I don't know what he does for a living. That's the irony that I was trying to point out, is that like he hustles people, he has people hustled towards their business in crazy ways and in ways that I think are really cool, but I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does. Anyways, man, I don't know. It's cool, man. He does cool stuff. But I'm gonna go on about the kids now. Yeah, I feel bad if you heard any of that stuff on the mic. I don't even know. I can't tell while I'm recording this if you can hear any of it. But yeah, man, we got kids. We got my nephews in the house, and they're not feeling too good, dude. They are not in a good way, my friends. Well, I mean, the big one's fine, but the little one's not feeling good. And it sucks when the little one's not feeling good because he doesn't like have a way to tell you. You know, he's just like, oh, I don't feel good. And you're like, dude, I get it. But I don't know, man. I was sick. Dude, I was sick twice. Here's the thing, dude. I have a positive outlook on 2020. I've decided I'm not going to be negative about stuff, dude. I've been so negative about stuff in the past, and I've always been so like, oh, I'm a realist. No, I was negative, dude. I was super negative. And I'm going into this year, and I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be positive. Except for about The Bachelor, I'm going to be positive. Other than that, positive. And I love 2020. I'm having a good ass time in 2020. I don't know about you guys. I'm having a good ass time. It's going to be great. I'm already having a good time. 2020 is awesome. It's the year of the metal rat, dude. I don't know if you know this. Year of the metal rat, Chinese. They have the animal, but they also have the symbol. Not the symbol. What's that freaking called? The element. The elements. Avatar. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm having a good ass time in 2020, dude. I don't care. I have a good ass time. I didn't like, all that's just to say though, I have a good ass time in 2020. I'm having a good ass time, but I'm still getting over being sick the other day. I've been nothing but sick in 2020 and I'm still having a good time. How about you? Dude, I got sick twice. And it's literally the 14th. We're halfway through this month. 2 weeks have passed, and I've been sick twice. It's gnarly, dude. I got sick for a day. I had a 24-hour bug that knocked me out. It laid me out, dude. You ever just feel like you're a robot shutting down? That's how I felt. I felt like I was a robot shutting down. I was walking and I was just like, oh no, I'm shutting down. That's how I felt. It hit me out of nowhere like a Mack truck, dude. And I just laid down and I wasn't nauseous, so it wasn't like bad food. It was just like bad germs. I don't know, dude. Knocked me out, laid me out. I had 103 fever, dude. I was not a good way. I laid down, I slept hella, slept in the next day. The next day I was good, dude. I was Gucci. I was good for another 24 hours. So I was bad for 24 hours. Then after that, I was good for 24 hours. Real good. Felt great. Running around, working, doing stuff. And then like, for real, literally within 24 hours sick, 24 hours not sick. After the end of the first 24 hours not being sick, I got sick again. To the point where like it wasn't even like a robot. It was like I woke up and my brain was on, but my body decided not to turn on. That's what it felt like. It was like, oh no, you don't get to do anything today. Today you just lay. Today you roll. If you want to roll from here to the bathroom, that's fine. But you're not using your legs because no. I was sick, dude. I was so sick, but I didn't care, man. It was weird because I was sick and like people were looking at me like, oh man, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, dude, I don't care. I'm having a good ass time. I mean, I cared. Like I didn't want to be sick, but I'm having a good ass time in 2020. I don't care if I get sick. I don't care about anything, dude. I'm having a good time, dude. Oh, I'm having a good time. I don't know, man. It's just time. It's like time, dude. It's 2020. It's 2020, dude. If we're going to have a good time, the time is now. That's all I'm saying, man. Is like everybody wants to get mad about whatever it is that's going on. And I'm just having a good time, man. Like people want to be like, oh, I think something's going on with government and whatever. I guess it's an election year and blah, 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 blah. And dude, I don't know, man. Who cares? I mean, like, I care, dude. I obviously care. Like, it's not like I actually hate saying that because I do care. Like, I'm the kind of guy where it's like I care deeply about stuff and like I'm passionate about issues and whatever. I'm not gonna like do that right now. But like, dude, just have a good time, man. If you're in America, at least, dude. In other places, I could see it, like, you know, but like. We got it pretty damn good, dude. As bad as some people want to say we got it pretty damn good over here, man. And like, yeah, obviously there's stuff that needs to be fixed, dude. But like, there's always going to be something that needs to be fixed. That's like saying like I can't enjoy my TV because the sink's broken. You know? I don't know, man. I'm just saying like, for as much stuff as we got wrong, we got right. We got right a lot of stuff. And let's have a good time, man. Let's have a good time while we fix it. Like whistle while you work. That's all I'm trying to say. There we go. I took a long time to get there. But what I'm trying to say is whistle while you work, dude. Whistle while you work. Like, obviously we're going to fix the thing that's broken. Like, I'm not going to leave the sink broken. But the plumber's not here till tomorrow. So I'm going to watch TV, you know? So that's all I'm trying to say, dude. Is everyone's trying to be like, oh my God, I don't know, and everybody's got their stuff they're trying to peddle, dude. Don't be fooled, man. We're back to InfoWars. This is RENE Marino on Info. No, dude, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, everybody's got their thing they want to peddle to you, but don't be a sheep, man, and have a good time. I mean, the one side's gonna tell you one thing, and the other side's gonna tell you another thing, and obviously the truth's somewhere in the middle. And I'm just saying, man, like, have a good time. You only get one. You know what I mean? You only get one of these lives. That sounds so stupid, but it's true. And I'm just trying to have a good time, man. These past few years, man, have been rough. And like, I'm just being like, I'm gonna be honest, right? Like, it's weird. I'm trying to make this like be like a comedy podcast, and it's real, and that's real, and it is a comedy podcast, and we have a good time. I think we had some laughs. Definitely we'll have laughs on the other podcast too. But dude, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to have a good time. I felt like the past few years I was like so down that it was like so like in my head about stuff where it was like I couldn't even let myself like live life, dude. I feel like that's where most people are at right now. They're just like, their head is down. They're just barreling through. And it's like, dude, if that's you, look up, man. Yeah, you might fall. Whatever. It's worth looking up. Some cool stuff out here. I don't know, man. That got really weirdly philosophical. But I'm just trying to, I don't know, I'm just trying to have a good time, dude. I'm tired of these people not having a good time. I'm trying to have a good time. You know what I mean? I don't know. We're wrapping this thing up, man, soon. I don't know. We're wrapping this thing up. You know what's crazy is that like I was going through my room and I was cleaning it up. I was cleaning up my room because I was trying to make this look nice behind me. For those of you who aren't, watching, you're only listening. There's just like this nice like ambiance behind me. You probably heard the candle crackle this whole time. Being quiet so you can hear the candle crackle. Yeah. So if you're just listening, the audio is not bad. It's just to have a candle going because it's gotta smell good in here. Because that sets the mood. Yeah, man. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, I was going through my room and it's so crazy when like you clean. I guess it was kind of like a spring cleaning. I just had so much junk on my bookshelf. So I was cleaning my bookshelf behind me and like dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I was cleaning it up and there's so much like random stuff, dude. Like I saw so many little things that I forgot that I had. Like I have all this baseball memorabilia. Cause like when I was a kid, I guess I tried to pretend that I liked baseball for my dad when I literally don't care at all right now about baseball. Dude, I don't even know anything about baseball. I mean, I do. Like, I know the rules, but like, I don't know anything, dude. And I'm okay with that. And that's probably how I'll die, is knowing about nothing about baseball or any sports, really. I admire them for doing what they do, but I don't know what the hell. Like, I don't know, dude. Do you think I know? I don't know. But I had so much sports stuff in my room. I still kind of do. I'm looking around and I still have like some weird, like a poster. I'm like, and I think it's just because like I was keeping it from my dad, dude. I was like, hey. That's so messed up. I was gonna be like, hey, remember me? I'm your son. That's messed up, dude. No, I have a good relationship with my dad. It's cool. That sounded so fake ass. It sounded so fake. No, it's real though. I do have a good relationship with Dad. We have a good time. We just don't talk about that because I don't care about that. But we find stuff we like in common. We talk about it. We hang out. But when I was a kid, I think because he would get me stuff thinking I would get pumped about it. That's probably what most of it is he would get me stuff, be like, look, I got you this thing. Aren't you pumped about it? Because that's what he was pumped about. And so you just gotta. It took a minute to figure out what we were both pumped about, and it wasn't those things. It wasn't that. Yeah. So, anyways, that's why I had so much sports stuff, and I was like, this has got to go because this is not representative of who I am as a human being, and it's in my space, and so it's got to go. And then the other thing, dude, you know what sucks too is I found like so many other things. Like I found like I don't know, dude. I found all these like postcards and like birthday cards that I know. I like a crazy thing is I know when I bought them and I know who I bought them for, and I didn't fill them out. And I know that's bad. Like I know it's bad to not do that, to not give someone a birthday card. But dude, I don't know, man. I don't do that, dude. If I want to tell you something, I'll just tell you. I don't need to buy you a $5 card. You know what I mean? Like buying the card doesn't make it worth any more. That's stupid. I guess you could like keep it and read it whenever you want because it tickles you to read it later. But I don't do that, dude. If I want to tell you something, I just tell you something. And if I want you to read it, I text it to you. And if I want you to read it, I text it to you. That's it, dude. I don't care, man. Like, that's what I do. That's what I do, dude. I don't know, man. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. I think I'm almost done here, dude. Yeah, I think I'm almost wrapping it up. It looks like we've done almost an hour here, man. An hour, dude. An hour was longer than I thought, man. I did 30 minutes last time, and this hour felt like... It didn't feel long. Like, I felt like I was just chilling here, you know? Like, it felt cool, but... Man, an hour's another beast. I feel like maybe I'll realize I was actually kind of tired or something towards the end. It was a little bit more mellow than last time, man, but it's cool. I don't know. I'm enjoying this, dude. I'm having a good-ass time in 2020. I'm having a good-ass time on this Once More with Feeling podcast. I'm having a good-ass time, dude. Once More with Feeling, dude. I don't know, man. Round two, man. We out. Oh, you know what's crazy? Oh, I'm going to end it on this. Is that, like, I know... Nah, I don't think I want to talk about that. Nah, screw it, dude. I don't care. Anyways, so I'm gonna out myself right now. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna out myself. This is the last thing, and then I'm gonna be done. And I'm gonna be done. It's on a weird way to end it, but I don't care, dude. This is how I want to do it. This is how I want to live my life, and this is how I want to run my podcast. And I'm just letting you know that we're having a good time. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter if you are having a good... No, it does matter if you're having a good time. But, yeah, so I was going through my stuff, and, like, I know somewhere in one of the books that I got rid of when I was younger, I don't know which one. This is the problem. So, when I was younger, I had this, like, little... It was so stupid. I don't even know where I got it. It was like a little... Almost like a trading card. And I know that it was like a picture of Pamela Anderson. Dude, I don't know, man. I was a young boy. What can you say? I had it, and it wasn't like what you think it is. It wasn't like full on, but it was a little risque, and that may have been when I came into, realized I had feelings that I didn't understand. Oh, dude, what am I doing? Anyways, yeah, so I had this little card, and I had feelings that I didn't understand, and so I kept the card, even though I probably shouldn't have kept the card. I don't even know where I got the card from, but I kept the card, and then I kept that card, and I had it around, and then I remember my mom was either found it or almost found it one time, and so what I did with it is I put it in one of those books, and I don't even remember, like, it got to a point where obviously other things happened in my life, and I realized there are actual girls I can talk to, and yada yada, and life ensued. But I know that it's in there, but I don't know which book it's in, and I don't know what page it's in, and I don't care enough to find out. And I got rid of like a bunch of books that I've already read because I'm so freaking smart, dude. I'm so smart. Anyways, God, I'm such a backhanded compliment to myself type dude. Anyway, so I got rid of all those other books, and it's in there somewhere. So some kid, dude, all I hope about that though, this is so freaking weird, but all I hope about that though is that, like, I give the books to like the Goodwill or whatever, and somehow the books go to the Goodwill, and it's like some book, and some kid who doesn't have a lot, and his mom goes, hey man, hey son, you want to get a book from the Goodwill? We have an extra $2 today. And he's like, yeah, mom, thanks. Thanks, mom, thanks. And man, I'm making it sound like an asshole, but he's a really sweet kid. Just imagine a really sweet kid. He doesn't have a lot. He's like, at the right age. And his mom goes, hey, you want to get a book from the Goodwill? He's like, yeah, mom, thanks. And he picks out a book from the Goodwill, and he takes it home. And when he opens his book, he sees a little card, and he has feelings. And he has feelings he doesn't really understand yet. Oh my God, dude. Okay, this podcast I wasn't sure if it was going to be a dud or not. And then, dude, that story right there just made this podcast. Oh my gosh, dude. That just made it right there. Anyways, all right, dude. Once More with Feeling. We out. We out this snitch. We're going to come back another time in another place. And stick around, my homies, my dudes, my ladies. Peace.
Once more. With reading.
Try that again.